We had him come all the way here for nothing. YouTube, happy holidays. Director Key here with another Pluribus reaction. We're on episode 7, I think. We are a little bit behind everyone else, but that's okay. It's really hard to keep myself pure because people seem to be spoiling things online. So every time I see a yellow thumbnail, just like scrolling past, like I don't even read the title. I'm just like, if I see a picture of Carol like this or some yellow, I'm good. So I'm scrolling past it. So yeah, I haven't been spoiled yet. I don't know what's happening, but people are reacting to something. So that's exciting to know that engagement is high for the show. Um, Last episode, Carol went to Vegas. She went to talk to our guy and found out that the joint had figured out how to convert the immune people. They need their express permission, obviously. And it seemed like it was a bone marrow transplant, which is a very painful procedure. I still feel like the joint are a little more devious than they appear to be or the way they present. It could be me projecting years of sci-fi paranoia and dystopia onto the joint, and they could really just be taken for at their word, I guess. I don't know. I feel like another shoe's gonna drop somewhere. But Carol got to deny permission for her bone marrow to be taken. Excuse me, allergies are killing me, bro, this whole month. So, yeah, and Carol found out everyone's on like a global group chat without her. And she also was able to deny permission to be turned, which I feel like may have given her some relief in her anxiety that everything's out to get her. She actually had a little emotional moment in the bathroom, which was kind of lovely to see. I saw people pointing out that she's still grieving, and that's true. I think we have to give her a little slack for it's true she's still grieving, so I have to cut her some slack for still being her grieving process. And also, even though they glossed over it real quick, her mother sending her to conversion therapy is a real traumatic thing that happens to people. So, you know, going through that and then having the whole world try to convert you into something, it's the parallels are there. So I give Carol a lot of grief for her white lady bullshit, but she is in mourning. She's still trying to deal with a crazy situation, so you know, we cut her some slack. Yeah, so I'm excited to see where we go. I'm gonna watch episode 7 now, and let's see what's going on with Carol. Is she gonna go back to Vegas? Is she going to reach out to anybody? Also, our man in Paraguay hit the road, got in his car. We saw his mother as part of the joint, and he was like, "You are not my mom because she is a virgin." So that was really that was real and funny, and it was great. I'm really curious about this character. I want to know more about him. So I'm hoping he's on his way to the U.S. to see Carol, because that would be interesting with their language barrier and cultural barrier. But they also had a similar reaction to the invasion, so they may have more in common than we may think. So let's see what happens. Pluribus, Season 1, Episode 7. We're almost at the end game, man. That's almost it. It's crazy. My first reaction series. It's almost done for the season. Alright, guys. Episode 7, The Gap. Apple Original. Should probably turn that AC off, but figure it out. Carol in her cop car. Okay, the humming is telling me she's a little more at ease. Please shorten that message. It was funny the first time.
Hello, Carol. This is a recording. At the tone, you can leave a message to request anything you might.
Come on, fireworks. This is when I was young, growing up in Queens, every year we had a guy come around in his car and the trunk was loaded with fireworks. Just like they just showed in this, so that's pretty funny. Not a Gatorade by Drone.
I said ice cold. Do better next time.
It's funny, Carol gives Kumba so much shit for... Oh, wow, she won $10,000 in the apocalypse. What money is meaningless. She gives Kumba so much shit for using the joint to do whatever, but she's kind of doing the same thing.
The end of the world as we know it.
I feel fine.
End of the world as we know it. And I feel
12 days. That's right, sweetie. You live out in the fucking boondocks with the wild animals.
oh, oh, oh!
This episode is kind of giving filler episode energy, but I think it's probably important to sit with Carol when she's not reacting to things happening to her, and just to see who she is.
Give me fight.
That Kumba energy is rubbing off on her, I'm telling you. She's about to have her own Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday cars.
Clothes off.
Look at that, Carol, a genuine, joyous smile. Wow. With her Rolls Royce. Now she's gonna go look at some vagina flowers. She's living her best lesbian life right now, except she doesn't have any sex.
With that old sweet song.
Not Georgia, because Georgia O'Keeffe. Ooh, she's gonna take some art and put it in her house.
Georgia.
It brings you joy. Take it. She replaced the she replaced the repro with the original. That's funny. So now she's getting joy out of material things, which is what she was criticizing Kumba for, really. Okay. Okay. Glambot. I'm thinking because plot-wise there's not a lot going on in this episode, I might take 7 and 8 and do a supersized reaction. Okay, the fact that this high-end spot has a player piano makes it not a high-end spot for me. Like, I'm not paying thousands of dollars for that to get a player piano experience. Nah. Honestly, this is like an introvert's dream right now. I'm not even mad. Hey, man from Paraguay. ¿Cómo se llama el de Paraguay? Hey, machete.
Manusos, ¿te podemos llevar?
Manusos.
¿Qué un poco de agua? Solo mándanos un saludo hacia el cielo. ¡Chaito!
A culturally specific invasion. Wow. He's a good guy. He's still leaving money for what he's using, even though it doesn't matter. Wow, gorgeous.
Hola, Manusos.
Manusos, ¿qué tal? ¿Qué sopa? Wow, this is actually a wonderful road trip. The vibes.
world.
Uf, hermosa.
To me, I am not going to the library. Tomorrow, yes, to the library I will go.
Rainwater.
Today, I'm not going to the library.
Sleeping in a church makes all the sense to me
We're going to the courts.
for his character.
The courts belong to them.
This is a lovely travelogue, like almost Motorcycle Diaries vibes, except he's in a car. Rio Sucio, dirty river. What is this? What happened? Ah, it's a horribly.
Por favor, no hagas esto. El Darién es demasiado
Oh,
peligroso.
the Darien Gap. Ooh,
Son más de 100 kilómetros.
if you know about that,
Y no tiene indicaciones el camino.
people die quickly.
Aparte, el pronóstico, el tiempo para esta semana, difícil encontrar agua limpia en esas partes.
It's true.
El bosque tropical tiene una gran diversidad de víboras.
That's
arañas,
true. I'm in Panama now, on the other side of the
y
Darien
algunos
Gap.
Son bastante venenosos.
He don't want to go
También
through
está
there.
la chunga. Sus espinas pueden crecer hasta 20 centímetros de largo y están cubiertas de bacterias.
Yes, people do not make it through
Una
there.
herida mínima podría llevarte a una infección mortal. Es decir,
Manusos, do not go through the Darien Gap.
México.
You won't make it to season 2.
¿No es ahí donde quieres ir a visitar a Carlos Turca? ¿Te podríamos tener ahí al anochecer?
Burn it. The car means nothing.
En este planeta es de ustedes.
Mm.
Nada. No pueden darme nada. Porque todo lo que ustedes tienen es robado.
It's cooking.
Ustedes
Colonizers.
no pertenecen acá.
Mm. Okay, but you can't go through the Darien Gap by yourself, bro. Like, at all. Like, don't do it. Oh my god, Maria en Fuego. Bro, if he goes through the Darien Gap unscathed and gets to Panama, that will be the most unbelievable thing in this show. Like, this is no joke.
My name is Manu.
This is a killing field. People die so easy in this place.
I am not one of them.
They're about to
My name
really
is
fuck me up as a watcher.
I am not one of them. I am not.
Bro, nah. No. No.
My name is Manu Shoshowia.
That jungle gets so thick. No. He's not just gonna walk through there and chop a couple of trees
I
down.
wish to save the world.
They're losing me here. They're losing me here. Just the way people die on this journey. Just
I wish to save.
they're losing me. So he's practicing what he's gonna say to Carol. I'm not one of them. I wish to save the world.
I am not one of them. I wish to save the world. My name is Manu Shoshowia. I am not one of them.
I mean, the fact that he's walking on so much solid ground is already. It's just not real. We had him come all the way here for nothing. I told y'all that he shouldn't even made it that far, honestly. My dude, you could have been eating platanitos like me on your way to New Mexico. 48 days later. I mean, the contrast of this past couple of days between Carol's experience and Manusa's experience is stark. The level of privilege. Holy shit. Did she just try to unalive her face? She's just trying to keep busy. You know what? If you want a feeling of fulfillment, finish that fucking book, The Bitter Chrysalis, or the fuck it's called. Finish that shit. Instead of playing golf and burning shit down, finish the damn book. Even if nobody reads it, you will have a sense of completion because you finished it. Just saying. Is this a message to the drone? It's not SOS. What is it? Is it a comeback? Hey, pirate lady. She's healed. Give her a hug, Carol. Aww. Wow. Come. Ew, I was right. Come back. All right, that's the end of episode 7. I said in the beginning it felt like a filler episode, but it's not a filler episode. It was actually very important for Carol. She really needed to experience the nothing life that she was fighting to protect, the materialistic, empty life that she was so hell-bent on keeping. But I think she really had to, I think this forced her to look in the mirror and see that she wasn't really doing anything with that life, you know. In comparison to the man from Paraguay, Manusos, look what he was pushing himself. Look what he was surviving. Look what he was doing just to get to New Mexico, which he hasn't even gotten there yet. I think the contrast was on purpose to show the different levels of privilege. This is interesting for Carol because it's a lot of character growth. I don't think the fireworks and the 4th of July and the rah 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 American jingoism was coincidence. I think it was very purposeful. So this was actually an interesting episode. I don't know how other people are receiving it, but I kind of dug it. I don't mind an episode like this, you know. Some of my favorite Star Trek episodes are the filler episodes where it's just a side character doing whatever that you don't normally see. This kind of has that vibe. All right. We're going to go right into episode 8 because this is a supersized motherfucker right here today. Yeah, 7 didn't have a lot of plot, but it had a lot of thematic resonance and a little bit of character growth and revelation for Carol. Episode 7 being called The Gap, actually, for me, it works as a double entendre because, of course, it's referring to the Darien Gap, which is one of the most dangerous areas in Latin America, and crossing that is nearly impossible. But people do it because their lives are, something's happening in their home country. There's a dictator or there's war, and they're so desperate to get to safety that they will attempt to traverse that very, 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 very dangerous and unforgiving part of the world. Gosh, that's so tough. But then also the Gap can refer to like empty consumerist American culture. The Gap, the clothing store. And I don't know, maybe I'm reading too much into it, but that was the juxtaposition that I got in my brain. All right, episode 8. Let's dive in. Charm Offensive, it's called. So we're doing a twofer today. We're doing a double packed let's go reaction. I don't know. I'm a little delirious this morning. Let's go. Episode 8. All right, is my man in the hospital or what? Apple Original. Bro, the blood drops. What's happening? Forza. Damn, those ojos.
Entendemos por completo que esto es mucho para procesar, pero necesita más tiempo para sanar. ¿Cuánto?
He wants to pay the hospital bill. This guy, I like his spirit.
No debes nada. A ustedes no. A la gente que estaba aquí.
Nothing free.
Antes de la unión, su tratamiento en este hospital en particular hubiera costado $8,277,53 en balboas o dólares americanos.
¿Balboas?
Oh, it's in Panama.
Estoy en Panamá.
Whoa, you're here, buddy.
¿Va a necesitar un recibo desglosado?
All right, get this man to Tacumen, put him on Cobra Air, and get him to New Mexico quickly. You know what's sad? He's gonna get all the way to New Mexico. He's gonna get to Carol, wanting to save the world, and she has no plan for him. There's nothing for him to help with.
Sorry. Our pleasure.
What the hell, Carol? What is that? Crystal light? What is this tap water crystal light you made me? What? You gotta do better than that.
Wolves.
And you think the wolves
Buffalo?
would have broken into the museum
Buffaloes?
and jumped up and got the Georgia O'Keeffe?
And if they were to wander into the museums and start rubbing up against the paintings, it's
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that could be problematic. A board game.
seriously?
Mm-hmm. Could be fun.
Yeah, how about Sorry? That's a good game. How about Trouble? That's another good game. How about Monopoly? That's a great one. The joined have a Monopoly and Carol is sorry for the trouble. Hello.
Right? Spit.
I vaguely remember
We know
this.
it originated in the UK during the 80s. There's different theories as to who named it, but no clear answer.
Ready? Spit.
Wow, I have a vague memory of this.
1986, and then they...
It's like playing cards with fucking Google.
I mean, yes.
Is everyone back now? What? No.
There's an airplane in the air.
And I've got like a bunch of chores and whatnot.
There's another airplane in the air. Y'all see those planes? So they just sleeping like hurricane victims in a shelter? Why don't they each just take a house?
Everybody sleeps together?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
It saves on electricity.
Do I sense a little
We're making
romance
spaces
budding?
like this all over the world. Malls, churches, convention centers. His
Oh.
name was Bear Jordan.
Oh, Jordan.
Hey, Bear.
Oh.
Yes, have a dog.
I didn't realize you kept pets.
Really do.
You don't have to live like a refugee. But she's feeling some empathy for them, I guess, now. But they're not people, Carol, remember. Ooh, this must be a dream. A lesbian dream. So wait, it wasn't a dream? I told you lesbian romance was budding like a Georgia O'Keeffe flower. This must be conflicting for her because obviously she's against the joined, but also she hasn't had comfort with another woman since Helen died, but also she's still in mourning, but also she's attracted to Pirate Lady. So there's a hurricane of emotions. Women are complicated. And what if Manusos came and realized she's sleeping with them? Like, what happened to revolutionary YouTube videotape, Carol? Now you're like having breakfast and sleeping with them. He's gonna be so disappointed. Yes, they eat people. Let's remember this. Soylent Green is made of people. Before you dive into her Georgia O'Keeffe, remember that she eats people. Body piece moving.
How does that work?
Simultaneously, it's an 8-year-old boy eating ice cream. Like,
You know what you're
ew.
feeling right now? Is the whole world getting a massage? No, not exactly.
Smash cut to Manusos like crawling down the street.
Let's see what we can do about that.
Carol about to get some Georgia O'Keeffe.
They're too far away. But we know we love them, and we're grateful to them.
Why don't you send some astronauts to go?
Forward, however long that may take.
What does that mean?
Carol's getting way more information being nice. Charm offensive. I see you. Okay, that's why it's called charm offensive. Well, we're getting some lore. You know, I like lore.
Yeah.
Oh, bitter
I
chrysalis.
had an idea and just started filling up the whiteboard, and suddenly my marker ran dry. So yeah, I'm writing again.
Or maybe you just suck.
Oh. Nice. Talk your shit, Zosha.
Let me ask you a question.
It's our gift to you, Carol.
May we join you?
Oh, please, please.
That's creepy. Now you reconstructing memories for me? Nah. I'm out. Maybe this is not Carol's charm offensive. Maybe this is the joined's charm offensive. Or maybe it's both and they're at odds.
Wow. All the brains in the world and you can't navigate a fucking pronoun.
Ah!
Why are you upset?
Okay, I guess that's what everybody's reacting to. I called it. I wish the garbage truck wasn't back there making a lot of noise, but I called it. Yeah, so. Congratulations, Carol. You just had sex with someone who eats people. Alright, garbage truck, you're doing the most. Okay, so Carol got a little kitty cat, and now she got inspired to write. That's some good kitty cat.
To read chapter 1.
We love it, Carol. This book sounds terrible.
Lucretia using the compass for something. For the life of me, I can't remember what, but H.
This is empty. Ugh. Sorry, as an artist, I'm like, this is empty. I mean, congratulations to Carol for finally coming out, I guess. I'm
Pluribus.
looking right at Helen's
You're eating too.
grave.
Mm-hmm.
Look at Helen's grave, just haunting the whole
You
scene.
like omelets, right?
Wouldn't it be crazy if he arrived at Carol's house, he saw Zosha and just like chopped her head off with a machete? Oh, that's so mean. My brain, why would I say that? Listen, a lot of build up to him getting to Carol. I need something interesting to happen when he gets to her. So that was episode 8 of Pluribus season 1. That was the Charm Offensive. I've probably been cracking jokes about this lesbian love affair since episode 1 or 2, but it's finally come to fruition. Sorry about the garbage truck noise in the background. It's nice to see Carol opening up, softening up, but also keeping her goal in mind to find out everything she can about these fuckers. She's getting more information by being kind than she was by being angry. So, charm offensive. But also they're working on her too. They're charm offensive. So both sides have similar manipulations happening. So that's actually quite interesting. I know Susha, whatever her name is, I know she's part of the joint, but I actually kind of like her, like as an individual, I guess. So that's a little complicated because I know she's not an individual, and this is probably what Carol's also dealing with. Yeah, I'm really curious to see when Manusos gets to New Mexico, how he changes the board, the chess board, because Carol's kind of having a little manipulation, fantasy life cosplay, and he's gonna come crashing in with all his reality. So I'm really curious to see how that works out. I'm glad I watched 7 and 8 together as a pair, because it makes more sense to me than if I had watched 7 and then had to wait a week for 8. I feel like it would have been a little thin. So I'm glad actually 7 and 8 I'm watching them together, because it as a whole they actually make more sense to me narratively. But don't mistake me, I love weekly episode drops. I don't like binging a show all at once. I really dislike that model. But I'm enjoying it, and thank you for enjoying it with me or disliking it. I don't know what you guys are feeling. Let me know in the comments if you're hate watching Pluribus. Let me know in the comments if you're hate watching me. I don't know. People are weird. YouTube is a strange land. Much like Waikaro with its time compasses and its purple sands. And this series sounds like ass. Oh my god. Why is it so... Well, people love trash. Okay. That makes sense, actually. I shouldn't be surprised. But anyway, I'm actually a little disappointed. I wanted Carol to write her Bitter Chrysalis book and like really, you know, fulfill that dream. And I'm wondering if maybe she knows on some level that she's not a good enough writer to write that book. Maybe she's retreating back to the comfort of Waikaro because she knows that's her level of creativity. Maybe she's scared to write the Bitter Chrysalis. I don't know. Maybe I'm projecting too much onto her, but I'm happy to see her functioning, even though she's cosplaying. I'm happy to see her have intimacy with another woman. I mean, she doesn't seem to be feeling guilty or beating herself up. Or maybe she has it in her mind as just a piece of ammo in her tool belt to disarm the joint. You know, maybe it wasn't emotional, so maybe that's how she's justifying it to herself, and that's how she can look at Helen's grave and not feel a type of ways about it, because this is part of her initiative to beat these fuckers. So, anyway, I don't know. So, thank you for joining me for Pluribus Season 1, Episodes 7 and 8, The Gap and Charm Offensive. I hope you guys have a happy holiday. And I will see you on the next go-around for Pluribus, Episode 9. Ciao.